We're gonna come here because they want to play and they want to win.
Philly. I just
Like two chicken fillets, two fillets. Jay, two Chick-fil-A's.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What's up, guys? We're back for episode number 27 of the Big Cat Chat podcast, and this one's gonna be a bit of an interesting one. Should we say first? There might be some colorful language, so
Might be.
Keep that in mind. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, how you doing, Shawn?
Not good, Bob.
Yeah, Chris, I don't think we're doing that good.
Yeah, dude. I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. We thought it was bad enough from Sunday. Anyways, though, I guess we can jump straight into it. The Jags activated Jay Two-Filet, two Chick-fil-A's from injured reserve.
Two chicken fillets.
He is back, and he played on Sunday, so that's fun. You know who didn't play, though, on Sunday?
Who?
Somebody we spoke about last week, actually. Devon Hamilton.
Who could it be?
Devon Hamilton, the guy who got owned by...
Matt Hennessy.
What are we doing, Brett?
I don't know if that rhymed.
Yeah, I don't think it did either, but you know.
No, it did rhyme.
It
did?
Rhymed.
Who could it be? Matt Hennessy?
Oh yeah, I missed that. Bars! But yeah, Devon Hamilton did not play. Griffin also did not play for the second straight week. So Jay Two-Filet and Devon Hamilton out. They said Hamilton was beat up or something. He wasn't on the injury report all week, I don't think so. Probably Cap, because it was Urban who said it. So
Cat
Williams.
That's who he is.
Facts. But that's the least of things to talk about, honestly. Myles Jack is our Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, which, if you guys didn't know, that means Myles Jack is going to be on a different team next year. Because, you know, Josh Lambo was ours last year, and he's no longer on the Jags. Before that, it was Calais, and he actually won it, and he got off the Jags. Who was it before that? Was it Calais then, too? I think Calais had it for a couple years.
Calais probably did it a couple years in a row, yeah.
But yeah, sorry, Myles. Actually, not sorry, because that means you get to find better success.
Maybe.
Like, oh my goodness, dude.
It wasn't that good either on Sunday.
Yeah, everybody struggled on Sunday. But he'll find, if he went, I guarantee if he went on to a different team, he'd find more success, because that'd just be Jaguars.
Like if he went to the Ravens?
If he went to the Ravens, it'd be over, dude. Oh my.
Game dog.
Patrick Queen out, Myles Jack in.
Or put them both in the middle. They run a 3-4. Screw it.
Oh yeah, true.
Speed!
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Should we talk about James Robinson before or after we talk about the Rams game?
Well, everything that happened during and then after. So let's talk about the Rams game first.
All right. So Rams
I didn't watch the game. Preface: I didn't really watch the game, but like a couple snaps here and there because I was 30,000 feet above the earth.
Yeah, but he saw the Twitter reactions. So
I saw the Twitter stuff when I got off. Let's just say this: when I stopped watching the game, we were down 13-7. I was like, "Oh, not bad." When I got to the airport in Chicago, I opened up the ESPN app, and we lost 37-7. I was like,
our score predictions were not far off.
No, they were.
For once, they were actually kind of close. But we'll give. I guess it's hard to do takeaways since you didn't really watch the game. You blessed yourself, but
yeah. I wasn't mad at all.
I'll give some takeaways. First off, James Robinson got. Was it 7 or 8 carries? Actually, I think it was less than 8 carries.
It was 8 for. Wasn't it 8 for 24?
I'm gonna check.
Like
I think you might be right.
Something like that.
And he got like 4 of those carries with like 2 minutes left in the game.
I did see the fumble. It was bad.
It was the fumble though. It's like it was a great play by Aaron Donald.
Yeah, Aaron Donald caused it, so it's like,
It's like
it's gonna happen sometimes.
What people don't understand is great players are gonna make great plays. It happens. He's the best player in the league, arguably.
I get that. It just can't happen on the second play of the game.
It can't. And yes, he deserves some criticism because that's 2 fumbles in back-to-back
But
weeks.
no, you don't bench him for 20 plays straight.
Yeah, he didn't play for 20 straight plays. After last week, he didn't play for, was it 16 or 18 straight plays? 16. So it's like, and then
especially for Carlos Hyde, bro. Like, come on, give me a break.
And Carlos Hyde had a worse fumble. Did you see the fumble?
I did not see Carlos Hyde's fumble. No.
The fumble was he was running forward. They knocked the ball out, and it bounced like 10 yards forward, and Taylor Rapp recovered it. It was it was hideous. Like, you talk about James Robinson's fumble not being good. James Robinson at least tried to hold on to the ball.
Hyde should be cut.
Carlos Hyde is terrible. I remember at the beginning of the year when our run game was pretty good. He looked decent in minimal carries, but now he looks terrible whenever he's on the field. He looks like he's preseason Hyde again.
I wish Carlos Hyde had shitty parents so that Urban couldn't say, "Oh, he's got great parents. You know, I met his family." I wish he couldn't say that. I wish he had shitty parents. I wish they were drug dealers. I wish they were gangbangers. I don't know what it was. I wish it was something because I'm tired of hearing about how great his parents are. They can't fucking play.
Jeez.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing this dude talk.
Oh
Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Get back to the game.
He's a competitor, man. He's one of the best competitors out there. What are you talking about?
He's a warrior. He's a street fighter. Shut up. What does that even mean, a street fighter?
Urban says that about everybody that you bring up.
Dude.
He said that about Shark. He said that about James Robinson. He said that about Minshew.
He said it about Minshew a lot.
He said it about Minshew and James Robinson the most. And look at what's happening. Speaking of Minshew balled the hell out this past week, even though it was kind of skewed. It
won't last.
Half of his passes were underthrown. Dallas Goedert had like 20 yards of separation every pass, but
must be nice.
It's still fun to see him succeed. It's just I don't want to see the narratives that we should have kept him and built around.
Yeah, I love the dude, but it is what it is.
That's what people don't get because it seems like a lot of people they think I'm a Minshew hater. It's like I like Minshew. It's just I hate the narratives that come out of Minshew. It's like he's a fun guy, and it looked like he was on crack on the sideline. For the troops, Minshew! For the troops! That was hilarious. What was it? Why was that lady screaming that the entire time? Like, I get he had the jacket on, but chill out.
Dude, I don't know.
Back to the Jags.
Back to the Rams. Back to the Rams. No, the Rams game. That wasn't the Jags game, dude. That was the Rams game.
Facts. Laviska Shenault got 3 carries. Like, they were genuinely, like, giving... Hyde tried to go out of the game, and James Robinson tried to come into the game, and they said, no, stay. It's like, that's just sickening.
I heard that. I saw some of the Shenault carries. He didn't really do nothing.
He did. He had 3 for 1. He had 0.3 per carry, so...
He didn't do nothing. I wasn't impressed. He's not... He's like... If Deebo Samuel got hit by a train and was paralyzed... That's Laviska Shenault.
Debo's faster. Debo's got better feet. Debo's better at everything.
He's just a better overall.
The only thing Viska might be better at is he might be able to run you over more than Debo. It's just I don't even know about
dude.
that.
Debo's kind of
exactly. I don't even know. I just know Debo's way more elusive.
Debo's kind of dirty, bro.
Listen, Carlos Hyde had 9 for 24, a touchdown, and a fumble. Keep in mind that touchdown was literally like. They were desperately trying to put him in the end zone. And James Robinson had 8 for 24. And
I was right.
13 of that came on 1 carry. They brought, after the 20 yard, after like they finally put James back in the game, put him in 1 carry, 13 yards. He explodes through the gap. Guess who comes back in immediately after?
Hyde?
Yep. Hyde was in immediately after. They did not even give James Robinson another carry.
He was tired, bro. All that work he was doing all game. Sitting on the sidelines, drinking water.
Can somebody body bag Urban Meyer and throw him in the St. John's River?
Yeah, so I heard that they benched him for 20 plays, brought him back in the third, took him out again, and they brought him in when they're down 30 in the last drive of the game. But Urban Meyer says
they asked Urban Meyer
it was because of injury.
He said it's because he was banged up, and then somebody asked him.
Why are you going to put him in down 30 points?
Somebody asked him that. Somebody's like, if he's banged up, then why'd you put him in at the end of the game like that?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
He literally said, I don't know.
Looking back at it, maybe we shouldn't have done that. He's a fucking idiot. I hate him.
Is this guy worse than Mike Mularkey? I think so. Yes. This is the worst head coach.
Like, Mike Mularkey was dry in conferences, but he didn't say dumb shit. This guy just says dumb shit the whole time.
And Urban Meyer, the difference is in my opinion, Urban Meyer had literally the dream setup in front of him. He had unlimited cap space. He had unlimited draft capital. He had Trevor Lawrence. Like, you cannot get a better...
Who he's ruining as we speak.
I was talking to somebody and they're like, I don't want to fire Urban because I don't want to hurt Trevor's development by firing his head coach so early. And I'm like, not firing Urban Meyer is going to hurt his development more.
Who said that?
One of my IRL friends.
He's a fucking dumbass. Hope he's watching. Hope you're watching.
Oh my goodness! But
you want to make Trevor better? Get rid of everybody.
Hire Joe Brady as an offensive coordinator. I'm no longer on the Joe Brady head coach train because he's
Kellen
free.
Moore head coach, Joe Brady offensive coordinator. Let's get it popping.
Bang it through.
I'd even take Josh McDaniels as head coach at this point.
People are slandering Joe Brady, or especially Panthers fans specifically, for his play calling and stuff being so conservative when his quarterbacks are, let's check, Sam Darnold, PJ Walker, and Cam Newton. What are you supposed to do with them?
I don't know.
Cam Newton's got a botched arm. It's just put him on a flight to Jacksonville. Darrell Bevell's the worst offensive coordinator I've seen in my life. It's crazy because I physically could not have seen this year going this bad. Like we saw how it could have gone bad, but we didn't expect it going this bad.
I thought we were going to be all right.
I thought we were going to be decent. I thought we were going to be at least competitive.
I thought we were going to be close to 500 team.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, I didn't expect. I don't know. Urban fooled me, man. I didn't want him to begin with, but then he's talking in the conferences and all this cool stuff's happening with the.
Why did he? He was such a good speaker in the offseason, but now that it's the season, he's.
Dude, I hate him. I hate him so much. Dude.
You know why? It's because we actually see it on the field. We can see the stuff and see his lies. During the offseason, we couldn't see that.
See, like, it was a good talker. Deep dive this, deep dive that. Only thing he deep dived into that girl's asshole with the middle finger. That's the only thing he ever deep dove into.
I know. It's like they talked about. I remember when we switched Miles Jack back to the no green dot, and they were like, "Oh yeah, when you look at it historically, you'll see that he's been better without the green dot." It's like, shouldn't you have seen that during your deep dives?
Yeah, God, ugh. It's like every time he talks, dude, he looks stupider and stupider.
And he lies about everything. It's like he even lies about injured players, bro. It's like that bad.
Oh, he's coming back this week.
2 weeks later.
It's like, goddamn, dude.
It's not even just one player. He did it with RRH. He did it with who else? He did it with James Robinson, actually. James Robinson was inactive. He's done it with everybody. It's like, oh my gosh. Speaking of, Laquan Treadwell led the team in receiving again.
Oh. That's all you gotta say. That's it. That says it all right there.
James O'Shaughnessy had like 2 drops. He's terrible.
God,
Marvin Jones.
Please come back.
Marvin Jones had 2 receptions. Marvin Jones is tailed off.
He sucks.
It was crazy. We all thought I remember during the beginning of the season when we were like, Marvin Jones, wide receiver 1. Marvin Jones, wide receiver 1.
He sucks because he's forced to be a wide receiver 1 now.
It's crazy because he's having all these drops too. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and he's like, I thought he was like a sure-handed guy throughout his career.
He was supposed to be the safety net. If anybody's a safety,
doesn't exist.
Every time Trevor gets a safety net, they get hurt. That's the case.
It doesn't exist, man.
James Robinson had more targets than Marvin Jones. Carlos Hyde had a target for. Listen to this. Carlos Hyde, 1 target, 1 reception, -1 yards, -1 average, -1 long, 1 fumble. That was literally the best stat line I've ever seen in my life right there.
Oh, God, dude.
Logan Cook averaged 49 per punt, though. So I guess if we want to clap it up for anybody.
Sure.
He had a punt down to the 1, I think.
Tyson Campbell was playing well till he got hurt.
Tyson Campbell got hurt. He was ball. Tyson Campbell, I have hope for something, and it's Tyson Campbell. Because Tyson Campbell, is this 4 or 5 straight weeks now?
I think it's 5.
I think it's 5 straight weeks.
Yeah.
And he's playing well. And he's doing this without Shaquille Griffin as well. Keep this in mind. He's playing CB1. So you could literally honestly put Shaq at CB2 and put Tyson at CB1 if you want.
If Tyson keeps this up the rest of the season, that alleviates a big hole you thought you had going into the offseason.
Yeah, now you can focus on nickel instead of CB2, which it's easier
Nickel
to get a nickel.
and depth, because Nevin Lawson can kick.
Oh my
rocks.
gosh, Nevin Lawson was the worst cornerback in my life. He would have given up like 4 touchdowns if Matthew Stafford wasn't a garbage can.
It's funny he was a garbage can. He still had like almost 300 yards passing and 3 touchdowns and no picks.
Because guys were wide open all game.
Well,
Even Andre Sisco left the dude wide open for fun facts.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Oh, it's crazy. I thought. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there. I thought he was a savior.
If you look at his stats, he's been targeted 3 times for 3 completions.
Ball hawk.
Oh my goodness. Matthew Wright was 1 for 1 extra points. If you want anything there. Let's look on the defensive side of the ball. Nevin Lawson was terrible. Adam Gotsis looked pretty good. He had
Adam Gotsis always looks good. He needs to start.
Taven Bryan.
He can give you pass rush, and he's good at run defense.
Taven Bryan, I didn't even know he existed this week. K'Lavon Chason didn't exist. Shaquille Quarterman.
Andrew Winkert had 8 tackles. Team leading 8 tackles.
Yeah, he had 5 assists, 3 solo. K'Lavon Chason, like I said, Shaquille Griffin got cooked. Jihad Ward, I forgot he existed. I literally only know him for his Twitter appearance. Miles Jack had 7 tackles. Miles Jack was right there. Miles Jack was he made some plays, but then he didn't really do anything else.
I heard he was slow reacting to the play action, which has been a consistent theme all season long.
The thing is, though, how is he going to react to Odell Beckham Jr.? Like, listen to this. This is not even me attacking Joe Cullen, because literally
he had nothing to work with.
He had nothing to work with. Tyson got hurt at halftime, and Shaquille Griffin was out. You got to put Wingard. We had Wingard one-on-one with Cooper Kupp. We had K'Lavon Chason on Cooper Kupp.
Dumb.
We had Nevin Lawson covering anybody.
Dumb.
We had Chris Claybrook.
Traded away Sidney Jones for a fucking bag of Fritos.
He's been terrible, but he'd be better anyways.
I don't care. He's better than Nevin freaking Lawson.
He's better than Chris Claybrooks, who was out there. Who else do we have? We had.
I won't bring up the Henderson trade because we won that trade, so I don't care about that one so much.
Yeah, Henderson.
Has he even played?
He has played. Yes, he got some snaps because their starting cornerback. Who's the Colt? Not Gilmore.
They had a
Jackson.
bye week this week. He played last week.
Dante Jackson. That's their other corner, right?
So he played not this weekend, but last week.
Yeah, he's been active recently, but he was inactive for a period of weeks. He's terrible. That's the point. And Dan Arnold before injury was.
Ballin'.
Dude, oh my goodness. Malcolm Brown had 1 tackle. Who else? Cisco had 1 tackle. Jay Tufele had 1 tackle. You want to do some PFF grade checks just so we can get more mad, or you want to pass?
I don't care about that.
Let's look at the Rams. Oh my! We made Sony Michel, 24 carries for 121 yards and a touchdown.
That's Barry Sanders Jr. right there, man.
5 yards average.
Jesus.
Cooper Kupp had 10 targets, 8 receptions for 129 yards and a touchdown. Dude was clutching up for me in fantasy this week. Van Jefferson had 6 for 41 and a touchdown, and Van Jefferson even had a drop.
I had him in fantasy.
The whole first half, the Rams were trying to lose. They gave us the ball passed in their own territory 2 straight times, and we didn't even get a field goal either time.
And we also pinned them deep twice. Once they gave us the ball back, and once they drove down the field and got a field goal right up before halftime.
Odell had 2 for 28 and a touchdown. Odell actually would have had 2 touchdowns if Matthew Stafford didn't overshoot him. Like I said, Nevin Lawson was in coverage, if you wanted to know.
Odell Beckham. Couldn't have used him.
Tyler Higgs.
He wouldn't play for you.
Jalen Ramsey actually had a pass deflection. If
Ramsey also slammed Trevor Lawrence's head into the ground.
Yeah. Speaking of former
But Trevor Lawrence also tried to break his ankles, it looked like.
I don't even know what was going on there.
Trevor Lawrence tried to put him in the Kurt Angle ankle lock.
If we're going to get mad at anybody, let's scream at Yannick Ngakoue for trying to tear Logan Thomas's ACL. Who else? Oh, yeah, Trevor got sacked a couple times. Aaron Donald actually got a sack, but it got called back.
Yeah, Andrew Norwell got whipped in that game by him.
Andrew Norwell had his probably worst game of his entire career, if we're honest here. Like that was.
It's Aaron Donald.
It's Aaron Donald. He has the excuse of it's Aaron Donald. I'm just saying.
I was thinking about Andrew Norwell, man. He hasn't been good this season, and if he's a free agent, or he's been our best offensive lineman this year. He's been good
until yesterday.
Yes, but that's not saying much.
Yeah.
He's been okay. I'll say he's been an above average guard this year, minus this past week. He's going to be a free agent. I don't think he'll cost that much to bring back anymore.
69 PFF grade, 764 snaps, 6 penalties, and 1 sack allowed.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he'll be that bad.
I'd bring him back just because it's a bigger hole to fill.
Yeah, I think you could bring him back for a relatively inexpensive deal. And I know you hate to hear it, but they're probably going to franchise Cam again. Because I don't know where they're going to get a left tackle from. And I don't know if they're going to break the bank on a Teron Armstead. I don't even know if a Teron Armstead would even come here.
You just asked the question where they're going to get a left tackle from. Well, I think they drafted one. Did they draft one in the draft?
If he was good, he'd be playing by now.
I hate this team so much.
Apparently, he sucked at practice before at right tackle, so I don't know what they're going to do with him, dude. That draft class kind of sucks.
If you look at it, you got Trevor Lawrence, who's being ruined as of right now, but hopefully we'll see. ETN is dead, but he's to be determined. I mean, it's a bad pick because you listen to this. Could we be using Greg Newsome right now?
I don't want to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it anyways.
Yes, we could use Greg Newsome. Yes, we could use Elijah Moore. Yes, we could use Rashad Bateman.
Barmore?
Yes, we could use Christian Barmore. Yes, we could use Asante Samuel Jr. Yes, we could use whoever the hell else you want to name.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah?
Sure. Yeah, we could use him.
Oh my gosh! But we drafted Travis Etienne.
Javon Holland. Could we use Javon Holland right now?
Travis Etienne's a good player, but it's a bad pick. I defended it because it made sense to an extent, but when you look at it now, it's like
just because it makes sense doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make sense anymore, actually. When you look at the team now,
when you look at who you could have had,
exactly. And when you look at who we have, like guys that are underperforming that we thought would perform well.
How good would Javon Holland be on our defense right now?
Oh my!
Can play nickel, can play free safety, can play strong safety.
Dude.
Hey, you wanted to get into it.
Endless misery. Is what it is, I guess. But this team. I
think that I still just can't understand why. I hate Urban. I hate him so much, Urban Meyer. Why the hell did he say we held him out because of injury, then put him in garbage time? James Robinson.
Well, let's jump straight into James Robinson, actually. So James Robinson, last night, we're recording this on Tuesday. It should be posted on Tuesday as well. But I don't know when you guys are listening. But James Robinson, on Monday night, the Action News Jags, local Jacksonville thing, they do a show every week. James Robinson is on it every week. They asked James Robinson, they asked him, good questions too. They asked him, did you feel like you were benched? Or how did you feel not like being out for 20 plays, 16 last week? And he said, yeah, he felt like he was benched.
How could you not feel that way?
Exactly. He said, how could you not feel that way? And James is such a humble guy. He was like trying to keep it to a very minimal, you could tell.
He was trying to keep it professional without being like, yo, fuck this dude.
Trevor Lawrence does the same thing, if anybody doesn't notice.
If Robinson wasn't a nice guy.
Why do we got all these humble guys on the team? Can we put Jihad Ward on the media again, please?
What's he going to talk about? How much he sucks too?
I don't know. Jihad Ward's the only guy who will actually say something, even though he's terrible.
But he sucks. What's he gonna? That's what. If I was a media member and he was talking crap about somebody, I'd be like, "Well, you suck too." So what?
Exactly. We need Trevor Lawrence. We need Trevor Lawrence, James Robinson, Shaquille Griffin. We need those guys to say something. But they're all humble.
Dogs.
They're all humble.
Dogs, man. We ain't got no dogs.
They're all humble. It's like, come on.
I want Ramsey back. I want some dogs on the team. Ramsey would have said some shit by now.
Ramsey would have. Jan would have said something too.
Yo, my back hurt, dog. I ain't going in.
Oh my gosh.
That's what James Robinson should have done on Sunday. Whenever they was like, "Yo, you're going in, down 30 points," I'd be like, "Nah, man, my hamstring hurt. I ain't going in."
He said he wasn't looking at the score, and he said
I don't believe him. I think he was. He's just a competitor, so he's not the type of person to be like, "I don't want to go in." But I would have been like, see, dog, my knee. Fuck you. I ain't going in. So I would have said, but no. He had to go in and be a competitor. I get it. I get it.
I like that he's a humble guy. It's just we really
Even
need you
in
not
that
to be
interview,
humble
he was
right
like-
now.
He was like, "Yeah, that didn't really make sense to me."
Yeah, they asked him the same question. They asked him the same question they asked Urban Meyer. They said, so they put you in at the end of the game, and they said Urban Meyer said he put you out because you were banged up, but then they put you in at the end of the game and gave you a couple carries. And he said, how do you feel about that? And he's like, yeah, it really didn't make sense.
He was like, "Yeah," because that's when he was like, "I was looking at the clock. I had to carry. I got up. I looked up.
And then
it
I
was
looked
zeros,
up and it was double
and I was
zeros.
like, yeah, then I was like, "Yeah, that didn't really make sense to me."
This is the most. I tweeted this the other day. I tweeted this last night. This is the most damning evidence against Urban Meyer of everything that we've seen. There's been tons of stuff, but this is most damning because this is a direct player saying that he doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
He hired a racist coach.
He hired a Actually, you know what? I have.
There's a tweet about it. Go through the list.
And I think it was one of the like the radio channel or whatever.
It was Taylor Dahl.
Yeah. Okay. The Jags brought Urban Meyer here to change the regime and make the Jags not a joke. He, 1, hired a Doyle. 2, bombed free agency. We could go through Shawn's free agency report. We drafted a running back in the first round. We signed Tim Tebow. We did not start Trevor Lawrence in camp/preseason. Then we traded the guy that we did start. He forgets player names. He cheated on his wife. That puts it lightly. He ignored. If we want to word it a different way, he skipped the team flight after a loss.
He skipped team flight after a loss. I don't want to say he cheated on his wife. We don't know what the situation is.
Yeah.
But however, bad optics.
And he skipped the team flight. That's what really matters.
Yeah.
2-10, and the James Robinson stuff, and there's probably more too.
Yeah, how about Mr. I don't fucking know what my job is because I can't tell you why this is happening. That's happening.
Hey, I don't Shawn, sorry, you're not coming on next week. I don't micromanage who comes on the podcast every week. Sorry.
Fuck you, this is my show. That's what he does. He's like, I don't micromanage this. I don't micromanage that. Dude,
you're the head coach. He says he doesn't even know who's on the field at certain times. All he does is walk around and if it's 4th down, he makes a decision. And he doesn't make the right decision half the time on that.
The main reason he was brought here to be head coach is because of his success
in college.
At Florida, at Ohio State, and at Utah. Bowling Green, sure. No one really cares about that right now, but anyway. Why was he successful there? Oh,
because you can recruit. You can make your team so talented that your bad coaching can't do anything.
As far as coaching, he's not an X's and O's guy. What did he do when he was there? He's a CEO type, right? Yeah. Overseer.
Apparently he's a special teams guy.
Why is he not doing that here?
Exactly.
Hey, you brought him in for leadership, for culture changing, and for him to be like an overseer, CEO type coach, probably, I'm assuming, to hire guys who are supposed to do the X's and O's. Well, you hired the wrong fucking guys, first of all. Darrell Bevel sucks. Get him out. Brian Schottenheimer probably sucks too, so I wouldn't want him back either. Running back coach, he must suck. If you're blaming everything on Parmalee, the running back coach.
Parmesan cheese.
You're blaming everything on this guy, saying ask him, but then you don't make him available to the media so they can ask him. So everyone's just left with I don't knows and unanswered questions because you don't micromanage. You don't have an answer to anything. Everything's a good question, but you don't know. We're going into week 14. I don't know what this guy's fucking job is. Do you? Can you tell me what he does for the team? What does he do?
He has a name. He gives us a bad look. That's what he does. He messes stuff up. That's what he does.
He is the epitome. He epitomizes everything it is to be a figurehead coach. Like I said before, it's all he is. He's just a face, man. It's all he's.
And let's go back to the offseason too. In the draft and less of the draft, but still in the draft and in free agency, everything was done with connections. Bad connections, should I say? Let's go over here. Shawn tweeted this earlier, but we'll go over here. Free agent signings: Marvin Jones.
I would say meh because
they started good and then
they started good. He's had a couple of crazy catches and some good touchdown catches.
I think he leads us in receiving still.
But he's playing a role that I don't think he was signed to be in the role that he's currently in. He's been forced to play the X receiver. I feel like he would be better when if Gigi Chark was still healthy, considering how he played when he was healthy. So, And his contract's not bad. Like, it's not like we're paying him an egregious amount of money to come play for us. He's
$214.
he's
7 a
making
year.
trash bag money. He's really probably like a wide receiver 3/4 type of player right now, where he's being forced to play a one role. It's not.
And he's also dealing with Sanjay.
Yeah, that menace.
Sanjay has made literally every receiver on this team regress. If I know he didn't play for long, but we can actually include DJ Chark in there too, because not to be that guy, but he was better than what we had, but he wasn't. It's not like he was cooking the whole world out there until it was garbage time.
So if you want to like rate it on like a scale of like 1 to 10, I'd make Marvin Jones like a 5.
Then we got defensive line Robertson Harris. He's been hurt at times. He's been really critical for us, but then at other times he's disappeared.
I have him as like an incomplete because he missed so much time. Yeah. But since he's been playing, I've noticed him doing things that are pretty good.
And he was key in some of our wins in those games where we had got a ton of pressure.
So right now I'd give him an incomplete, but if I was forced, gun to my head, had to grade him, I'd probably give him like a 6 or 7.
Then you got wide receiver / kick returner Jamal Agnew, probably our best signing. Actually, not probably. It's between him and Griffin.
Between him and Griffin and Ford.
Yeah, Ford too. Ford's playing a role. I did not even think Ford was going to make the roster, bro.
The reason why I say him is because of his contract is really small, and he's playing.
He's making like
really
$1 million.
He's playing pretty decent for a guy who's not really probably ever played nickel in the NFL. So I would give. Who were we on? Agnew? I'd probably give him on a scale of 1 to 10, probably about an 8 to 9, just because of how much money he's making and the impact he's had in special teams and as a receiving threat and as a guy, as a gadget.
If he stayed healthy, would he have been a 10?
Depends on what. I don't know. It depends on what he would have continued to do.
Because we signed him just to be kick returner, and he ended up being like our wide receiver 1.
I would say he's like a 9.
All right. Yeah, I agree with that. And then we got Rudy Ford.
I'd make him a 9 as well.
Rudy Ford. I remember we signed him as a special teams ace, and that was it. And now he's playing a full starting role in the nickel, and he's
a dime safety. Then he was moved from. I don't know if he still plays the dime safety role because now he's playing nickel. Does somebody else come in and dime now? Does Cisco come in? I don't know.
Cisco gets more reps than he did before, so maybe.
Yeah. I'll probably give him an 8 to 9 as well, just because his contract is so small. He's
playing a role he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, he's outplayed the value of his deal, in my opinion, already.
Yeah, so he hasn't played amazing. Like he did in that Bills win, but I'm talking overall. He hasn't played amazing, but he's outplayed the contract.
I saw, man, on Sunday, early in the game, they threw it out. What did they throw it out to? I can't remember, but he came in like a bullet, dude, and just took him out.
He did. He has these plays, like he has at least 1 or 2 insane plays a game, but then he also has ones where he gets cooked at times. Like
he'd be a really good 4-3 outside linebacker, like a Quincy Williams type.
We switch him back to 4-3.
No, hell no, we're not doing that. But I'm saying if he ever left us and someone wanted 4-3 outside linebacker who's just a guy who can run around really good, that guy, his run and chase is pretty good.
Then you got Raeshawn Jenkins. He looked good at times, and now he's just a trash bag.
I give him a meh because his deal's pretty big and he's not playing up to it, but he makes some plays here and there in the run game.
Yeah,
he's not giving you much in the pass defense game. But the run game he's been aight.
And he has some big hard hits. He's been flagged and he's been flagged 50 times. It's kind of funny.
He also punched a dude.
This dude has been fined 45 times. His bank account has got to be crying.
He got a big deal. He's good. He's aight.
Our favorite signing of the offseason, Carlos Hyde.
Terrible. Horrible. Horrendous. Down bad.
Chris Manhertz.
We were sold that he was going to be the best blocking tight end in the NFL, and I don't even think he blocks better than Luke Farrell.
He was in Carolina, but he regressed when he came here.
I don't know why that is. Whoever's the tight end coach, got to go.
Anybody on the offensive staff, including Warhop, who's the one guy who stayed from the previous regime.
He has to. I don't know how he has a job.
I don't know. He's been coaching since he said the 90s, and has he ever coached a good offensive lineman?
I don't know what his history is as far as teams he's coached, but our O-line sucks.
And it's underperformed every single year.
Yep.
And you got you got guys like Jawan Taylor who are really talented, just failing.
I'm saying it doesn't make any sense. You have all these players who individually are very talented guys, but when you put them together as a unit, they suck.
Andrew Norwell has, even though he's played good at times, he's underperformed compared to what he was in Carolina.
We signed him as an All-Pro.
Exactly. Everybody, again,
Cam
it's another...
Robinson, highly drafted. Brandon Linder, he's got to go.
Yeah, let's talk about this. I tweeted this also. Brandon Linder got hurt during the game, and when he got hurt again, I think he might have gone back in. I don't know. I don't really care. It kind of just put... He's hurt too much. Like we've always said, we've said this 100 times on the podcast. Shatley is this is the difference. And honestly, Shatley might even be better at times.
He doesn't get hurt.
Exactly. Shatley is always here. He's old, reliable, and he's not that much worse.
Even Tony Baselli on Jaguars Happy Hour yesterday said, "I love Brandon Linder. I would. You can't rely on the dude. You can't. So you're not going to pay him anymore. At his years, I think his deal's up after next season. I would try to trade him in the offseason, dude. If somebody who needs a center will take a shot on this guy.
The best ability is availability.
He's got.
Like I said, I'm done. I'd trade him. Trade him and get what you can.
If someone said, "Yo, we'll give you a 5th round pick for this dude."
He's old too. He's gonna start. He's regressing. So
I think he's about to be what? He's about to be 30 or 31.
I think he's gonna be like 30. I don't know.
I want to say he's gonna be like 31. He's been in the league like 8 years.
Brandon Linder age.
Or 30. 30, 31.
He's 29, so he'll be 30.
Yeah, he's been in the league about 8 years. Or this is his 8th season.
And he's gonna start regressing. He's always hurt. It's like he's just gotta go.
He ain't no Brad Meester, dog.
He's not our best offensive lineman anymore, if that's a newsflash to you. Yeah. He went for...
And you got Smoothie King Ben Barch.
Yeah, Ben Barch actually got benched, bro.
He got... I heard, someone said he got injured.
I did not see him. The Jags never posted any questionable or anything.
They said it on Happy Hour that he got hurt or something.
Maybe he did, and the Jags just never tweeted it. They did.
Maybe.
But
That was
at
that point.
Will Richardson was playing this, so...
Great.
Then you got, trade Brandon Linder. Anyways, let's continue. Philip Dorsett.
I gave him an LOL because he didn't even make it to regular season. He did, or did he? And he just didn't play.
He got hurt.
He was injured. He was on IR. Then he came back.
And then they put him on the practice squad. Then they cut him.
Yeah, that's
Jihad Ward.
I don't notice him when he's on the field, so he's trash.
We noticed him more at the beginning of the season, and now he's literally a ghost.
I only noticed him because he had the hoodie thing on.
Yeah. He also had he had that one missed sack too.
Yeah, he sucks.
Then you got, in my opinion, I think Shaquille Griffin's. It's really close between Shaquille Griffin and Jamal Agnew because Shaquille Griffin was playing like cornerback 1. If
he had caught the interceptions he should have caught, he'd
be 1.
It'd be far and away the best signing.
But he's dropped every single one.
He's got feet for hands, man.
They're like, he would have had like 3 pick sixes. They were all pick sixes, not just picks.
He's got feet for hands, bro. He's trash.
But yeah, that's the free agents. And then you got Trevor, Travis, Tyson, Walker, Cisco. Jordan hasn't even played. He hasn't even been active. Farrell has been terrible. Then you got Jalen Camp did not even make the roster.
Where's he at right now? Is he on Houston? Was he on the Texans practice squad?
I mean, we don't know when guys get cut off the practice squad of other teams. So I saw he got signed there when he got cut from us.
Yeah.
But he could, for all we know, he could literally be working at Walmart right now.
Poor guy.
Oh my gosh.
Why don't he bring up Cotton, man?
I don't know, dude. Like
Is he that bad? Dude was balling in preseason.
He got me a free lunch. Like, give the man some respect.
I mean, he was balling in preseason, but it was against 2s and 3s, but I mean, he was abusing them, so like maybe he'd be alright against them once.
I don't know. As you said, not ideal.
No, not at all.
I guess it's time that we predict week 14.
Ugh.
Oh wait, first let's do this. Is James? I gotta get this.
No.
Is James Robinson gonna be on the team next year?
No.
Is he gonna get traded?
Yes.
All right, there we go. Thanks. I
think someone probably will give us
a 6.
Anywhere from, I would say someone would probably offer us anywhere from a 3rd round pick to I would say a 5th round pick, somewhere in that range.
He's gonna go for a 6th round pick, dude. Don't get your.
If someone offers it, they're gonna take it probably. I don't think a 6th round pick. I think some other team will see what he is and will value him higher than that.
They might start the deal low though, because we're the Jags. See
And
which TF will
which teams
bite.
need running backs?
Ravens could use him. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, the Ravens won't need it. Rams could use him, but they'll get Cam Akers back.
No.
Chiefs could use him.
I don't think they will because they got CEH still, and they like Darrell Williams probably.
Probably. Texans.
I don't think we'll trade him in division. Which is stupid. If you think he sucks, why wouldn't you trade him in division?
I don't know. I just needed that. I needed that for the title, man. Brandon
Oh,
Linder.
you know where I can see him? You know where I can see him going?
Where?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Punch with Cordero Patterson.
You realize we're going to play Atlanta like every single year because of the 17th game.
Nothing to me.
It's like a new a new divisional rival.
You're saying that I want. You're acting like I want this to happen.
I know.
No, I don't want this. I'm just saying that's where I can see him going.
Yeah.
Detroit, maybe if they get rid of Jamal Williams after a while.
It's crazy. We could see James Robinson and Brandon Linder on different teams next year.
I just think the only way he stays is if we fire Urban Meyer.
Yeah, Urban Meyer clearly does not like him.
He's got a vendetta against the kid for some reason. Maybe it's because he's from. The dude played at some Illinois State or some shit. I don't know.
Maybe because he's not fast, even though nobody on this team is fast.
I don't understand. At the beginning in the off season, Urban Meyer was like, "Oh, I love that kid. You know, he's a Midwestern guy. I'm a Midwestern guy."
He said that same stuff about Minshew, dog.
I know. I'm like, well, we knew Minshew the writing was on the wall when we got Trevor. I guess we didn't read enough into ETN being the pick. I guess they just wanted to pick their guy and get rid of.
Well, it's because we didn't read into it because he told us. He said ETN was going to be a slash.
He's a liar.
Exactly. And honestly, ETN's coming off a list, Frank. I don't want to rely on ETN.
I hope he comes back to be 100%.
I hope he does too, and I hope he balls out. I hope he's the next Maurice Jones-Drew. I'm just saying I don't want to have to rely on him.
I hope he's been working out, like, and staying in shape as best he can, and doesn't lose his speed.
He's been at the games. He reps his Jags stuff. Like, it feels like he likes the team, even though I don't know why he would.
Hope he doesn't lose his speed.
Yeah, like I said, I hope he's a Maurice Jones-Drew. I just don't want to have to rely on that.
If he loses his speed, he's worthless.
Exactly, that's literally his thing. Whatever. That's enough pain for today.
Make him run a 40 when he gets back healthy, and post it for the whole fan base to see.
Facts. Fire Urban Meyer. That's my last comment.
Yep.
Anyways, let's go ahead and go over predictions. I pulled it within one more. It's now a 4 deficit. Shawn.
Because you forced me to pick the Raiders.
Shawn is 109-84-1. I'm 105-88-1. Let's get it going. Steelers at Vikings. You're picking first on every single one, by the way. Okay. Steelers at Vikings.
Vikings. They're going to rebound for that loss to Detroit. And plus, Big Ben sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Vikings too. I don't know. It's hard to pick.
You wanted so bad to pick the Steelers.
I want to pick the Steelers, but I just hate
Did
Ben
they win last week?
Did they? Oh, they did. They actually beat their. Give me the Steelers.
Who'd they play?
They played the Ravens. Remember the Ravens went for 2?
I thought Ravens won.
No, the Ravens went for 2.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll take the Steelers. Screw it.
The Ravens suck anyway too. Injured crap.
Pitt over Minnesota. Hopefully that does not bite me, but we'll see. Saints at Jets. Give me the Saints.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is Taysom Hill starting?
That doesn't move the needle for me. That defense is gonna swarm. The defense is still good. Yeah. New Orleans over New York Jets. Falcons at Panthers. Oh wow, this one's for the bottom of the division. You know, fun fact: this game actually determines who gets the second overall pick between us and Houston because if you know the 16th.
Well, who do we need to win for us to get the second round?
I got to talk this through because the 17th game is you play the equivalent of the opposite division. So we're the NFC South, and that's who this is. Okay, Falcons is who we played. They played Panthers. They're equal right now. So if the Falcons, we need the Falcons to lose because we need a worse because it needs to be an easier game. So we need the Panthers to win.
I'm going Carolina anyway. So
yeah, I'm going Carolina too. I don't know. Who's their quarterback? Cam Newton? Good Lord.
Yeah, but the Falcons defense is trash.
Yeah. Carolina over Atlanta, and that'll secure us the second overall pick. We won't be tied because technically we're tied with Houston. We're
gonna get it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get first, in my opinion, as long as Lions can take care of business.
Imagine we take Kyle Hamilton number 1.
I will shoot myself in the face on Facebook Live.
On Facebook Live? No, we'll be recording the podcast for that week, and you'll just casually just do this.
Dude, I'm just saying because there's no way, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Chris Olave number 1 overall. I'm
gonna because the Jags, they do a draft party every year. I'm gonna be there like I do every time, and if we take Kyle Hamilton number 1, I will jump.
I think we're gonna take Garrett Wilson or Olave number 1, dude.
I want a receiver, but dude, not like that. Seahawks at Texans. Give me the Seahawks.
Seahawks. Stop picking first, bro.
Oh, my bad. Raiders at Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Same.
Chiefs are bike.
Yeah. And Vegas is not bike. Ravens at Browns.
I'm gonna go Baltimore that game. I don't trust Baker.
It's hard for me to trust Baker either, but Marlon Humphrey tore his ACL. Lamar's played terrible recently as well.
Oh, maybe the Browns. Pick them.
I'll take the Browns.
This is your chance, man. It's 2 games.
There's only like 4 games left, so. Well, we're doing the playoffs too, so.
Are we?
I mean, why not? So. You want to opt out of the playoffs?
I don't think we agreed to that.
Okay. I thought that was just a given, but okay, we don't have to. You're taking Baltimore, you said?
Yep.
Please, Cleveland, don't kill me. I would appreciate that. Cowboys at Washington. Give me Washington. I'm taking that first.
Give me them boys.
All right. I was taking Washington all the way.
We them boys.
Washington owned Dallas last year. That was kind of hilarious.
I'm picking Dallas just for my Michael Gallup stocks.
Narrative.
Yeah. I need to keep on rising.
He can keep on rising and still lose.
I'd rather he win.
Oh, Lord, the Jags game this week. I'm just going to skip over that one till last. Giants at Chargers.
Chargers.
Same. The Giants are in shambles, and they're also starting Jake Fromm.
You mean Jake Fromm?
Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm, State Farm.
Yeah.
I know he's terrible, but how can you not give Jake Fromm a State Farm? How can you not give him something?
I don't know.
He literally, and he wore red too.
If he was in college, they would have done it.
Exactly, because he wore red too and everything.
They had that NIL still. When he was in college, they would have done it.
Lions at Broncos.
Man, I want it so bad for Detroit to win again. You know, they're feeling that W. They beat the Vikings, man. The Vikings are better than the Broncos, right?
But the Vikings are actually, yeah, the Vikings are better than Detroit, man. I mean, Vikings are better than Denver. Take Denver. Or I mean, I can't speak.
I'm gonna take Denver. I'm taking Denver.
No. We're both taking Denver. I could not speak.
You could not tell a lie. Look at you.
I could not speak. I kept trying to word myself.
You're the anti-Urban Meyer. You couldn't lie, dude.
Jags should hire me as head coach. They should hire you as head coach. No, you as general manager.
General manager, bro.
You as general manager. I'll be head coach. Brian can be
special teams coach.
Because he's special.
let him coach defensive backs. Mr. I played safety in high school.
Nah, he can coach the offensive line. Remember, he played center.
I thought he played safety.
He played center.
Okay, whatever.
Now Gordo can coach defensive line.
Sure.
All right, 49ers at Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah, I'm taking Cincinnati as well.
Cincinnati Bengals.
What's it called? Jamar Chase back on that drop train.
That dropped into an interception?
And it was right in the bucket, dude. That would have been a touchdown if he caught it.
Yeah, he sucks.
Washed. Kadarius Toney's better.
Ugh. I'm not gonna go that far.
Bills at Buccaneers.
Oh, Bucks.
Same.
Bills
Bills
are
are
cooked.
washed.
They're cooked.
They're cooked. Did
They washed
wait?
them and then they got cooked.
I was about to say, did they go through the washer? Or did they go through the oven?
Gotta wash your stuff before you cook it, man.
Facts. Bears at Packers.
Packers.
Same. Rams at Cardinals. I know what I'm doing. I don't know about you.
Cardinals.
Same. Because it's at Cardinals.
They destroyed them earlier in the year.
Yeah, they did. And like I said, it's a home game now. Arizona over Los Angeles Rams. All right, the game of the week, folks.
Woo!
Jags going to Nashville.
Getting slaughterhouse.
We're going to make Deontay Foreman look like Derrick Henry.
Fun fact, since the Titans moved to Nashville and have played in Nashville in the current stadium they are in, the Jaguars are 5-17 versus them in Nashville.
Are the Jags going to get an early Christmas present?
No.
Are we going to be positive with the lights on?
Apparently the Titans have a lot of injuries. Got some injuries, got a lot of injuries.
They were hurt last time we played them, bro.
Did you get the Drake reference?
Yes, I did, but I'm emotional.
Is AJ Brown playing?
I think so, yes. Julio should play as well.
Oh, so maybe they'll be back. I got the Titans. And
who are the Titans?
I got the Titans in a blowout. 37-7. Because why not?
Isn't that what the same score was?
I said, because why not?
Yeah, I got the Titans.
Who's the Titans?
I got the Titans. I got them winning 87-1.
Possible, but okay.
I
like it. I like it.
Urban Meyer makes the impossible possible. What do you mean?
That is true.
But yeah, on a real note, I got the Titans 48-3 because it's Nashville. It's worse. Nashville is worse than West Coast.
I will say this right now. If we lose 48-3, Shad Khan better not let Ramar back on the damn plane. 48-3, dog. That's embarrassing. I don't care who it is or where you're at.
Facts.
In pro football, you should not lose a game 48-3.
Yeah, that's a college. That's like Clemson playing Georgia Tech.
Honestly, the way the game is set up for offense nowadays, we should not have lost the game 37-7.
Yeah, like I said, this is college. These are college scores. This
is like Bama playing against Georgia Southern. 48-3, ain't no goddamn way. But if it happens, which I could see it happening.
Trevor Lawrence did not throw an interception last week, so that beat both of our predictions.
Surprising.
Trevor Lawrence just doesn't trust his receivers. He doesn't throw downfield anymore.
I wouldn't trust him either. They're not open.
Exactly.
He's like, you know damn well he's dropping back and look, he's like, if I throw this ball accurately, it's getting picked off.
If I throw it,
going through his head,
or it's getting dropped,
or
it's getting dropped picked.
Through his head. So he's like, high, low, too far outside.
People slander Trevor to the moon and back, and it's like, dude, learn some football. Let's move on.
He's gonna be all right.
You don't know ball. That's what I gotta say about people who think Trevor sucks.
Yeah, you don't know ball.
We know ball. You do
know
not.
Ball.
It's funny because when podcast names, I was thinking of the You Know Ball podcast.
Sus.
Oh, shut up! Damn.
I bet you do know balls. You're very familiar with balls.
I was gonna say something, but I'll chill.
Yeah, chill, dog.
I think you know exactly what I was gonna say. Let's do some predictions. Trevor Lawrence stat line prediction. Woo! You first.
Trevor Lawrence throws for who gives a fuck. Completes. I don't give a shit for fuck you yards and suck my dick fucking touchdowns. How about that?
I gotta make this podcast explicit, bro.
That's my prediction for Trevor Lawrence.
Oh my gosh, my prediction for Trevor Lawrence is 136 yards. Actually, I gotta do the number. 13 for
18, 13.
13 for 45, 136 yards. Actually, no, screw that. 111 yards. How many yards per attempt is that? Actually, I gotta do some math real quick. 111 divided by 13. That's 8 yards per attempt. Okay, that's
8 yards per completion.
That's 8.5 yards per completion. So
that's too much.
13 for 45 for 111 yards. No touchdowns, because when was the last time Trevor Lawrence threw a touchdown? It might have been the 80s since we last saw Trevor Lawrence touchdown.
We have 9 receiving touchdowns this year.
And
9.
Oh my gosh. CJ Beathard threw a pass last week, folks.
Was it good?
It was a screen.
Was it complete?
Yes.
How many yards did it go for?
2. It was to Laviska Shenault.
Oh, trash.
He was throwing out of his end zone.
Well,
so
he lost me.
Trevor
He
Lawrence
threw a screen pass out of the end zone?
It was like one of those quick screens.
Wow, that's ballsy.
They Darrell Bevel, man. What do you mean?
I hate him.
All right, no interceptions because he doesn't turn the ball over because he didn't throw the ball anymore.
All right, real prediction: 18 of 39.
So you're doing my old prediction?
What do you mean?
I said 18. Remember, I said 18.
I said 18 of 30. I said 18 of 39.
All right.
18 of 39 for 157 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. How about that?
Oh, so you think he's gonna turn the ball over?
He's be throwing the ball deep, dog, and say, and Kevin Byard, pick city, dog, 2 picks.
Dude. If only Trevor Lawrence threw deep anymore. I remember at the beginning of the season.
There's no point.
I remember at the beginning of the season we got mad at Trevor for throwing it deep, and now it's just like it's gonna suck, but it'd be fun.
I got mad because of when he was doing it.
And now just throw the ball deep every play. It might as well.
3rd and 2, don't chuck the bar 60 yards downfield.
Throw it 60 yards downfield now, dude. At least it's at least fun. It's at least fun when you see the ball going deep and you're like, and then it's like, oh, you at least get that 2 seconds of, is it going to be complete? And it's not. But yeah, James Robinson or Carlos Hyde, who are you going to predict? Who do you think is going to get more carries? So
man, I gotta see how the week plays out with Urban's press conference. I think was it tomorrow or Thursday.
You're basing your opinion off Urban's press conference?
I just want to see. You know they're going to ask him about what James Robinson said. I just want to see what he says.
Well, you think
what if, because James Robinson spoke out, what if they feed him? All right, dog, you want to get carries while hurt? All right, we're going to feed you 30 carries today.
Dude, I would.
3rd and 11, we handing you the ball at the middle, dog.
That is my Christmas gift. The Jags could give me a Christmas gift by giving James Robinson 30 carries.
All right, I think they're going to feed the beast this week because of him speaking out.
You think they're going to feed? You're going to think they're going to feed Carlos Hyde?
No, James Robinson.
You said they're going to feed the beast.
Yeah, the beast, not the trash can.
The trash can's hurt. The trash can's hurt, dude.
They're going to feed.
He's out for the season.
Stop it, dog. They're going to feed the beast. He's going to get 16 carries.
Dude, you're smoke. What do you smoke? What did you smoke before you came on here?
It's the M&M's, man. Not a sponsor. 16 carries for 60 yards, no touchdowns. O-line can't block.
I got Carlos Hyde getting more carries than James Robinson again.
Fun.
Carlos Hyde is going to have 9 carries for 15 yards and another fumble.
So what you're saying is don't watch the game.
Yeah, don't watch the game.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Am I doing Dewey Wingard stats still?
Yeah, if you want to, unless you're off the Dewey train.
I'm not. You're right. Funny joke. Dewey Wingard is going to have 8 tackles again because he shouldn't, but he will. And 1 interception.
Are we still doing that?
He's going to get it eventually.
We still doing that, dude?
8 tackles.
He got it week 1. That's enough.
You know what sucks, man, is like he has 8 tackles, but like your safety who like 95% of the game who's playing deep middle shouldn't have 8 tackles. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You're paying attention right now. Hope you're texting your girlfriend.
It's better than talking about these trash bags.
Unreal. But you know what I'm saying though? He had 8 tackles last week.
I know, and they were all like
Dwayne Wingard usually lines up deep middle.
I know, he's tackling like 10 yards after the play.
Why? God. The front seven's gotta be better.
Front seven, front office. All right, who's gonna be my prediction? I can't do my Josh Allen prediction because every time I do a Josh Allen prediction, he sucks. Bold take: Josh Allen's getting traded next year as well.
No, no, that's counterproductive.
Okay, I gotta chill on that one. He's the one player. He's the one player I have confidence in that will be here. Kayvon Thibodeau or Hutchinson and Josh Allen's gonna be the best duo in the league. Don't sleep.
Let me get the Aiden. Let me get the Aiden, dog. That's what I want. That's what I want.
I do too, bro. Don't sleep. I want Aiden.
I need that.
We still gonna do our draft talk, or are we miserable enough?
We're going too long to have draft talk.
Okay. I'll do my last prediction. Laquan Treadwell 6 for 46, and that's gonna lead the team.
Sad.
6 receptions for 46. Keep that in mind.
It's sad.
Oh my goodness. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed suffering our misery. A new thing I want to tell you guys, if you go on Twitter every single week, I'm going to post a link that you guys can send in a voice message and we'll play it here if we get any.
I know we have viewer questions.
Oh yeah, oh man, I'm so out of it. This team makes me pain. Yeah,
makes me pain.
Yeah, if you guys keep what I was saying though, if you guys do ever want to voice your misery with your own voice, just go on the Twitter. It is below. Our Twitters are below us. Or the podcast Twitter is right here below us. My Twitter is above me. His is above his. But go to the Big Cat Chat Twitter, and there will be a link every single week that you can go click on and send in voice messages, and we'll play them here. Or you can just ask us questions like this. This one's from Josue. Urban Meyer wanted to hire Scott Linehan, but was blown away by Bevel in the interview. You guys think Urban will call him up if/when Bevel kicks the bucket?
So Scott Linehan hasn't always had the best offense when he's been an offense coordinator. However, Kellen Moore has based his offense off of Scott Linehan's, considering he worked under him for 3 years.
Yeah.
So if he brings us anything remotely close to what Kellen Moore dials up, I'd be about it. Probably would have been a better hire than dumbass Bevel, looking back at it.
I thought DiFilippo was a terrible offensive coordinator, but I'd pay money to get him back right now.
Nathaniel Hackett. Let's get him back.
I don't really care. I'll take whoever, as long as it's not Bevel.
Fair.
I'd literally I could go to coach the team and have a better shot.
I would do nothing but call pass plays that are receivers coming out of a bunch with lots of rubs and drags and crossers and all kinds of stuff. What we got going on now.
I'd have 100% motion. You know how they have the motion percent rated? I'd have 100%. I'd have Visca in motion every single snap. Doing that motion in the backfield. We're doing geometry. Right. We're doing geometry in the backfield.
My shit would look like arena football where they run around like this and you snap it.
They'd be teaching geometry class, watching my games.
Right.
Oh man, this one's from Patrick, our loyal viewer. Salute to you, Patrick, for watching this team. How do any of our coaching staff still have a job after that humiliating clown show, aside from the defense for most of the first half? Why was there so much terrible offense on the show or on show across the league on Sunday?
For the first question,
because Urban Meyer's
That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know.
I'm surprised Urban Meyer hasn't scapegoated anyone yet.
Dude, I don't know. The way he talks, you would think that he's going to fire running back coach or the.
He reminds me of Dan Mullen at Florida that last year when everybody was like, "Fire Todd Grantham," and he's like, "As long as I'm here, Todd Grantham's not going to go." And then he fired Todd Grantham.
Didn't Doug Marrone? Who Doug Marrone said that about? Todd Wash?
Yeah, I think Doug Marrone said the same damn thing.
As long as I'm the head coach, he's my defense coordinator. Like, that's not somebody you want to hit your whack into, bud. But in regards to the second question about offense being down across the league, I didn't notice that it was.
I didn't notice either, honestly.
So if you could elaborate on that, maybe we could expound on it next week.
My fantasy team was busting, so that's all I saw.
Busted.
Busting.
Rams offense didn't look like it was down this past week.
They were trying to sell the game out for the first half, and then the second half hit, and they were like, yeah, we can't keep doing this, man.
What about that Patriots offense, man? 3 passes. Dub.
Oh, my gosh. Y'all talking about Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence. Look, this man, Mac Jones, can just sit there and throw 3 passes. One of them a screen, one of them incomplete, one of them an inaccurate pass that Jonnu Smith caught still, and win the game. While Trevor Lawrence can throw it 50 times. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Any more questions, Bucko?
No. Free Trevor Lawrence, free James Robinson, free Josh Allen, free Miles Jack, and free myself.
And Urban Meyer can fall off the cliff.
I hope Urban Meyer snaps his leg.
For legal purposes.
That was a joke.
We're not going to be the ones to do it.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, for legal purposes, I'm not going to be the one body bagging Trevor Lawrence. Body bagging Urban Meyer.
Oh, God. It shows off the rails.
Oh, man. We're miserable. Oh,
I'm
my
pretty
gosh.
sure in the group chat, I said I hope he has a stroke.
Dude,
Oh, God.
we honestly have to be more miserable than Lions fans. Like, Lions fans at least have Dan Campbell, bro.
I'm more miserable this year than I was last year because at least last year we were taken for a quarterback, and also the offense was. It sucks. It's sad to say the offense was better last year.
I know we had Keelan Cole. Keelan Cole would be wide receiver 1 on this team by far.
You'll bring him back, dog.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
He needs to come back.
If you guys didn't see my mock draft on Twitter, I drafted 8 receivers, 2 tight ends, and 2 running backs. So pen it in. Pen it in.
I like it.
Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure, like I said, podcast below there if you want to go ask us questions or send in a voice message. Follow my Twitter. Follow Sean's Twitter. Come back next week.
I'm not sorry for the colorful language today.
We might be back.
Kid.
We'll probably be back with more next week after this Tennessee game.
YouTube's going to ban us, bro.
Hey, Spotify won't.
There you go.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Do all that stuff. Make sure to share, like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. Come back next week for some more miserable football takes. And, yeah. See you later.
Later.